to Stay Shinin', season number 2, episode number...
Episode 3, right?
Episode number 3. Hi guys, we're back, and it is a new month. It's February.
Do we get that confused that we're doing that many of them that we don't know it's 3?
I kind of, yeah. I mean, we do a lot. We do a lot, okay?
That's right.
So I lose
it's hard
track.
to keep track of everything that we're doing.
And we got 2 shows. Well, not more. Like we got
it's
a lot.
2, but 3, but the other ones we develop in the commercials. So
Exactly. It's a lot to keep up with, so never mind me. But happy February, guys. My name is Diamond Holly, and this is my co-host.
It's the first of the month.
Wake up, get up. If that's the words. What's your name? Tell 'em.
I'm Dante, back again. Mr.
And we
Hollywood
are back. Sorry, Dad. I cut you off.
No, you're fine. You always do.
I don't mean to.
I know. It's just like I'm a part of the furniture. I don't even belong here.
Not even. You're a very special asset to Stay Shining.
I'm the janitor.
Oh. You're hilarious. Okay, guys, we're feeling really great, really pumped about this episode. It's a new month. Today is 2/22/2022, and the energy is flowing. What do you agree?
Well, it is Black History Month. That is a wonderful thing.
It's Black History Month, guys. We are going to be sharing a bunch of Black History tips.
We got some stuff.
Facts. And just
bit.
reminding you guys of our culture and our history, so you are aware and have a knowing. Because
we're Black and we have history, so
exactly.
We can probably talk about it.
And we are going to touch base and share a lot of things. I just, the conversation needs to be out there, and this month is very special to us.
It is very special because it's the time of the year that we get, it's not Christmas, it's not Halloween, we're not decorating each other up here.
Yeah.
We're basically celebrating and appreciating everybody who has came before us and who will come after us and who is here in the present right now.
Right. And these people who have been very influential to us in Black history have shaped who we are today and just mean everything to us. So I'm glad we're able to have a platform to share.
Yes.
Share history.
We get to talk about it.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing we want to talk about. Let's talk about some influential members of Black history. Who would you think?
I think one of my favorites is George Washington Carver.
I can dig him. Okay, what did he do?
Okay, so George Washington Carver, people call him the Peanut Man, but he wasn't really known for the peanuts. He was known for developing more recipes that include peanuts in them.
He was an agriculturalist who helped use peanuts and to help foster other different things.
Exactly.
And then they used it for what was it? Plastic.
Yeah, plastics, the soybeans, just a bunch of random stuff he was a part of. So I just love that. Also, he was born in Diamond, Missouri.
Diamond resonates. It sounds somewhere like you should probably go visit.
I don't know. But yeah, George Washington Carver was very influential and I love him, very special. Also, I see that my dad didn't want me to mention this, but I recommend you watch the Proud Family movie. They talk more about him.
The Proud Family.
The Proud Family, guys. We're going to be talking more.
The worst part of that is like our main cartoon that we have.
That is literally the only Black people cartoon.
That is it. I mean.
And they're coming out with a new one. They're coming out with a new one.
In about a week, right? 2 weeks?
About a week or 2 weeks.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm so excited. Also,
and it's gonna
the
be
brothers.
Which platform is it going to be on this time?
It's going to be on Disney Plus.
Wow, Disney Plus is putting out the Black cartoon. Oh my God.
Exactly. Apparently, the brothers, I don't know if they're brothers, but they're just 2 Black men. They've been working 2 years to have a contract with Disney to even get the Proud Family on Disney Plus and keep it going, honestly. Yeah. So
the fact that Disney
love
Plus
you guys for that.
The fact that Disney Plus already has the other shows on there and they're getting money off of it, you know what I mean? It only makes sense to get behind something,
exactly.
Like
The Proud Family,
a black cartoon. Hopefully that'll inspire others to do something similar.
Exactly. I hope they do. Like, come on.
My cousin Jeremy, he actually does cartoons.
Oh yeah, Jeremy. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'll link his video. But Jay Reed, he does audio, like cartoons, just like on the fly.
Animations and cartoons and like super cool shit you guys would like to see. So we'll link his Instagram down below.
And he's actually got a couple cartoon comic books.
Yeah,
little black superheroes.
Okay, I'm glad you mentioned that because Jeremy does have comic books that are literally like black superheroes. Yeah. So
I think he did it for a church too. It was
does he sell them still?
I don't know. I think he does contracts with different companies that contract him out to do
okay, that's
stuff.
Super cool.
And then
I love
plus
that.
He has partners that he works with to do all the different audio and match it to the visuals and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool.
I love that. But yeah, what's another black influential leader that you?
I'm thinking I'm gonna have to go with I guess everybody would go with this one. Martin Luther King. You got an MLK Boulevard in every hood in America. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's a shame that it's in every hood. Like even in South Phoenix, they put MLK on Baseline. They left Baseline's road up, but they put MLK as associated with the naming of the street. Mm-hmm. It's one of the shorter streets in Phoenix, and it's in the worst part of the valley. And so for the fact that they put it there, it's pretty rough. But they even like these time of the year, they always try to have parades and stuff to celebrate, even though they put it in that area. Yeah. To still celebrate the fact that at least we do still have a Martin Luther King Street. Exactly. Because Martin Luther King did so much for our country. All the marches, all the sit-ins,
the voice,
all the speeches, all basically he gave black people that extra gumption to go out there and move forward past the situation that they were in. So that's why he makes so much. He means so much to me. But another one would be. Malcolm X. A lot of people. Oh, yes. When I used to be an academic counselor for this university, one of my students, she didn't want me to be her counselor anymore.
Why?
Because I put a quote, and it was from Malcolm X. It was a really good quote, but it just the simple fact.
And she felt some type of way.
She felt some kind of way because she felt that he was a super uber racist when he wasn't. There's to me it's just like you got Martin Luther King who's like the shield, and then you got Malcolm X who's like the sword. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of need somebody, to play offense and go out there and cut some shit up. Right. You know what I'm saying? And also you need somebody to guard you and to shield you and to protect you. Like that's what MLK did. So I think that, sometimes when those kind of movements come about, no matter what culture you're in, you gotta have somebody with that sharp edge blade that's willing to do all in to make sure it happens.
Right. I completely agree. But we just want to make sure that you guys are informed and that we are sharing influential people with you guys.
Yes. We got a couple more. I'm pretty sure we can think of some.
Also, I do.
Let's I'm gonna throw out somebody in my generation. You throw somebody in your generation. I'm gonna say the Serena and Venus Williams. You know what? To come from my alma mater. Little suburb called Compton. And Anthony Anderson, another brother.
Anthony Anderson, I love you.
I love the ish shows, the Blackish.
The Blackish. That's another show, guys. Watch Blackish. It's so informative and it's
got Tracy Ellis Ross.
Family, and
her mom is Diana Ross, and then you got Anthony Anderson from Compton. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then they're sitting there talking about
they talk about everything black.
I know.
Everything.
It's real cool.
It's amazing. It's truly amazing. I love Blackish.
Yes. Then she had this show called Friends, which was all about black women. So it was empowering black women, and now she's got the show empowering black families. Exactly. And she's a doctor. He's in the marketing industry. Right. So not Bill Cosby, where he's the lawyer doctor. Yeah. But they're doing their thing.
Right, and they got kids and this generation. Kids
going to college.
So it's just very relatable for.
It's nice to have that nice, happy, feel good show. Yeah. And
there needs to be more shows like that.
And you know what the other part I like about that show is the dad's, even though he's trying to prove his point, he's always wrong and he's always the one learning the lesson. Yeah. So to me, it's just like, hey guys, we gotta allow like this new generation and everybody else teach us the way instead of us thinking that we know everything.
Exactly. It's just never gonna work like that.
No, that's an awful way to go about life.
This show is sponsored by Prater's Heating and Cooling out of Atlanta, Sarah K. Harrison Tag the Abundance Game out of Phoenix, Grand Junction Wine Tours out of Colorado, Western Strokes Painting Company out of Colorado, and Angelic Crystals with Kira out of Phoenix. Thank you so much to my sponsors, and stay shining.
Like I said, it was all about community. And as long as everybody in the village is taking part and doing their part, I think the community will be strong.
Exactly. But I feel like there needs to be more Black shows. Like, I need something like Gossip Girl that is a main character of a Black girl. Like, I need that for me.
Well, you got shows like, The Breakfast Club. That's Gossip Girl.
Dad, be real. Like, I need a Vampire Diaries. Remember that show I be watching, Vampire Diaries?
You got Joe Budden. He's a Gossip Girl.
Be real. I need a Vampire Diaries with a Black girl.
Okay.
You feel me on that? What? I need more shit like that.
I did watch a cartoon the other day. It was called Vixen. It was a Marvel cartoon, and it was a black. She had the. No, I'm sorry. It was a DC cartoon. It was a DC cartoon with Flash and Arrow. So I mean, it was pretty cool. They set her up really nice, and she's from Africa. Okay. Like it was pretty cool. You gotta dig it.
But y'all know what I need. Like, I just need more. I need to see more of that. Like, we need to mix it. We need more. There's enough. There's enough, and it's good. It's going good.
What's the little show we were watching with the little superhero kid?
Raising Dion, season 2.
That's a good one.
That's one of my brother's favorites.
That show is inclusive. It has people of all different walks of life.
Yeah.
And the fact that they are inclusive.
They have a handicap on there.
A person who has a handicap. Yes.
Yes. And it's just great it's refreshing to see everyone, like, just people all walks.
Everybody should be represented, and nobody should be excluded from being an actor or actress or just being in a movie or taking part in society.
Exactly.
I was reading an article. I seen a guy who was just the article was on LinkedIn, but it was a guy who had 0 legs. He had no legs, but he was riding a motorcycle and he was still delivering packages. So if that man can get out of his bed every day and go still want to participate in the workforce, then what's given everybody else these excuses in life, which we're going to talk about something else in the show. We're talking about the TikTok generation. The TikTok generation is from 16 to 24, which is somebody's age group that I know. But, the article was about government trying to blame gas prices.
Hold on, before we get into that, let's wrap up Black History.
Yes.
I do want you guys to learn more about Black history, learn more about Black culture, watch more Black shows if you haven't, if you're not Black,
you don't got to go full on
dabble,
roots
like,
or anything
right,
like that,
but just like appreciate it and just.
However, those are some good movies. You'll get a real perspective when you see how that was.
Yeah, and you'll get another perspective on how we look at things,
But ultimately, we got to remember that the slavery thing was a 400-year hiccup.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't something that was forever. Now, Black people were at one time in power, and they were the rulers of their own country. When you look at Egypt and most of the countries in Africa, you'll see that Black people were at the greatest heights of society for over, like Wakanda up in here in Egypt, for almost 2,000 years.
Yeah.
So the 400 years of slavery and the 200 years that came after that, we got to really put it in perspective. We were not always the people that they are forcing us to be, this slave mentality, saying that, we got this trauma in our generation.
There is more to
generational trauma. And the fact that the police give us trauma because they're beating and killing our family members right in front of us in our neighborhoods. Like, you know what? At a certain point, we have to rise above that and keep pushing.
And as Black people, we are so strong. Like, we really are. We push. We really do.
Like, what if we were in Afghanistan or in Saudi or one of those different countries in the Middle East? Now, those people have a real hard
every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Like a woman in their religion can't even come outside and get the same respect as her counterpart, her husband, or anything like that. So we have a real blessing here in America. So we got to really take back our power and use it to actually elevate us, so we can help everyone else.
Yeah.
You know.
Love that. So that is that on Black History Month. Let's talk about 4-day work weeks, the Matrix, and gas prices, like you were just talking about.
Oh my gosh! So let's start with the Matrix, right?
Okay.
So the Matrix is
if you don't know what the Matrix is,
basically they just put us in the grid. So we're supposed to go have the American dream. We're supposed to go to college, get
an American dream,
get into student loan debt. And then we're supposed to go run up our credit cards and get into those debts, and then barely be able to buy a house.
Right.
And then be strapped to barely being able to live in whatever apartment or confines that we can find in our society. Now you got people living in their automobiles, driving across the country because it's an alternative route. I mean, it's just such a the puzzle piece kind of world. Yeah. You know what I mean? So the Matrix, what we're saying is basically you go work in your cubicle or you go work in a service job. When you go to school, they train you. You sit in rows of seats, and they basically say, hey, this is how you operate in your little chain. So then you get out of school and you go work for Amazon, and then like you're standing on that line and now you're throwing packages, or you're delivering the packages, or you're receiving the packages.
And then you gotta work, and then like be drained. You can't even go like
you don't even think no more. You don't vacation. You don't eat right. You don't even do all the stuff that's important.
All you're looking forward to is a weekend to drink with your like.
So to me, it's just like when they wake up out the Matrix and they was just like eating that horrible food and all that other stuff. Like it was just like, what kind of life is are you having living inside this Matrix? Yeah. And so many people are not even participating. They're just cogs. They're just pieces. Yeah.
But a lot of people do want to live like that. Like as I realized, like growing up,
I don't think they want to live like that. I think they've just been forced to live like that so long that that's been their norm, and that's why they need the blue pill to go ahead and wake them up.
Yes. But the whole Matrix thing, like, I do feel like we as society or generation or whatever is trying to break out of that. Like, obviously, we see on the news, nobody wants to get a fucking job because people want to do some shit else.
The gas company and the people, OPEC, they're all talking about the rising, the gas prices is at 89% a barrel, right? $89 a barrel. But it's going to go up over $100 a barrel, which is going to bring up the price of gas, and it hadn't been that high since 2014, since the last recession. Once again, another, we got the certain administrations, gas prices go up, and then the people suffer, but they're supposed to be here to help the people. Yeah. You know what I mean? The current administration. I'm not saying anything, but you know what? $5 gas is off the chain. Like, Obama had $4 gas, so I mean, I'm just saying, like, you guys are supposed to be helping, but you're really hurting the system. Yeah. And then with all the potential wars that could possibly happen, that's going to rise gas prices. But like I said, getting back to the article, they were trying to say that the TikTok generation is ruining gas prices, and for because they won't go work in regular conventional jobs, and they're saying that rising gas prices are going to force them to go work in regular jobs. So they're even trying to force people to leave things that they love and try to find a way.
Fuck you, you're staying in the system.
They try to loop everything and put you in that box. Like that's
and once you know and have a knowing of that, it really does. It fucks with you.
You got to pay attention to the signs. You got to pay attention to. You got to do your own data and your own research.
Yes, as you guys should be doing every day.
If you're getting up every day and you're not being mindful of the news that they're feeding you and actually going out there researching.
Right. We're not saying read the news first thing in the morning.
No, you need to read the news and disseminate the news, and then go find your own news, and then go do your own research. That's what we mean. And you get your own data to make your own decisions. Yes. Because if you don't, and you just follow
your flock,
you're just a part of the Matrix.
And ignorant, like don't know really much.
And you don't want to live life like that. It's not going to get you far. You know, sometimes you got to go against the grain.
Exactly, and I just the TikTok generation. Like, can you blame them though? Like.
To me, I think
these kids want to be influencers. These kids want to be.
They're imaginative.
They want to start their business.
They're tapped into a different route of doing things.
Exactly, but when I was a kid, I feel like there was very few of us like who were like that, and now it's like
yeah.
you see it's like a bunch of it's all these kids, and it's honestly so amazing, and I love to
well,
see
this is to me is what they're saying is the TikTok generation is supposed to go be a bunch of servers and be a part of the workforce working these crappy ass jobs. Why in the hell? I'm gonna be real. Like, why in the hell does a 16 to 24-year-old gotta go work at goddamn Subway and all these other messed up ass jobs? Why can't they be striving for something else way beyond that, right?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, it's little kids that's in the 6th and 7th grade that's doing coding and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you're going to tell somebody who's intelligent and who has the wherewithal to, you need to go work at Chipotle and actually kill 2 years of that shit.
Yeah.
Like, no, man. No, I don't want my kid sitting there doing some mundane thing that's going to be like that's defeating.
I was so freaking depressed, like coming home after work sometimes, like, cause I was like, I would cry because where do I get to take the time for me and do what I love? Like,
some of these jobs
sucks.
Some of these jobs can be automated. I mean, they don't need somebody sitting there beans, rice.
Right.
Or you want a taco shell or you want to break like no man, you a burger or hot dog. Like no, this is not the way life is supposed to be.
Literally.
Automate that shit, get some people to do that kind of stuff that really want to do it. Like find a better way, a process. If George Washington Carver can use peanuts and the peanut process and all the different things to come up with all these different things in 2022, we're gonna challenge people to come up with a better assembly line for Chipotle and making them hamburgers at damn Burger King.
And just challenge you guys to do something different. Don't stay constant. That's
don't let people convince you to do the norm of what they've been doing. Like that norm is fucked up.
People will project and convince you to the day they die.
Yeah, the billionaires all day long. You should come work for me. You should work at for minimum wage for my $1 billion company, and you have no say so and no decision making skills. That is a great idea for you. No, don't fall for that.
Just know your worth and know who you are, and don't settle.
Main characters don't go. Do that kind of bullshit. Like,
exactly. And if you know you're different, like you don't have to stay and do something, guys. Even
if you did like work at a fast food or a service job, you can actually elevate yourself and get a better situation. You go work.
There's always a way.
You know what I mean? Granted, that nobody wants to work in a cubicle, but all the jobs are at home now. You can be next to your Peloton, working from home, working at State Farm or some shit.
There's way too much opportunity in this exact moment in life right now to even try to complain about something or try to stay constant.
Don't stay in the same place. Upward movement. Get off your ass. Do more than what you're doing, and then I think you'll achieve something. But
exactly,
it takes. Today is like the second day of another month, and it's gonna take.
It's February, guys.
It takes that little bit of to get your ass off the couch and actually do what you need to do.
Exactly, and some of us are even starting our new year yesterday. Have started in February, and January was a trial month.
If you got to start on February 15th, you know what?
Go balls to the wall.
Let that be your goal date, and then I kick that damn year off. Like, just don't keep being stagnant. Don't keep being the same. It's 2022, and it's literally going to be a space hotel, and people going to Mars. Like, and if you're doing the same bullshit that you've been doing for 10, 15 years, 20 years, and you're getting like bullshit results,
right?
Like, it's
you have a lot more life ahead of you. You need to change shit now. Like, I can't even get into that enough. But we were gonna talk about because I asked my dad the other day. I was wondering, why did people decide to, you grow up somewhere and you live there in your entire life?
Yeah, that's right.
Like, I
used to, when we moved from Compton, it was to get us out of a bad situation.
Yeah.
And we moved to Mississippi, and I always talk about it and how I always hated being in that environment. And being in Tumsuba, Mississippi, and Meridian, Mississippi, and Jackson, Mississippi, it used to bug the shit out of me that people could be here and live here and be okay with accepting that this is their reality.
Yeah.
And some people would even go to the military, go to college, and come right back to that horse shit. Like, for me, it was just like, okay, I needed something to be, I needed more. I need to see more of the world. And I can't be in one spot, in one limited place. Like, I mean, you can Google and do the data research and find out, hey, it rains too much here. The economy's not that great.
Exactly. You
They're
can see what you like before you go. But like,
I know, but like, just go. Like,
just go.
Research a place and go. I mean, if you live in Alabama and you ain't never been nowhere, fucking go to fucking Tennessee or some shit.
Literally, or like anywhere in California.
Go to the coast. Go to California.
We're encouraging you to step out of what society wants you to be like in. They want you, especially in Mississippi. They want you to be in there, like they want you to be stuck there. You know,
want you to be
they want you to feel like there's
matrix.
no other way, and so that's a lot, and that's how people in the South's mentalities are. There's no other way, but like guys,
and that's the other thing that bothers me about like when we go back to government and stuff like that.
Yeah.
In the South, that the Republican strategy is to basically keep people uneducated and poor and broke,
literally.
and they don't provide any. They don't like. They have the same opportunities to bring big businesses to those environments.
Exactly.
However, they choose not to, and they choose not to take care of society. And to me, I think those areas have the largest workforce in America, but we're not utilizing them and actually giving them the tools and the resources to work with.
Thank you.
And if we was to get the right politicians,
yes.
Mitch McConnell's in charge of the Senate, the majority of the Senate, or sometimes he's the minority, but he's in charge of. He's from Kentucky. He's one of the worst states in America.
Right.
You know what I mean? When it comes to actually black or white. When it comes to statistical data of a person's well-being, health, livelihood, it's the worst state in America, but he's been in charge for like 20 years. Like, what the hell is going on that we're continually allowing people to fuck up
exactly
these situations?
And it truly does break my heart, because obviously I have so much love for where I'm from. Y'all, so much love for where you're from, and we want to see change. We see change here. We seen fucking streets getting made there, like, you know. Yeah. So just it's a slap in the face, and it's just like,
you know what? Don't even like just settle for like another state or nothing like that. Fucking the world is not big enough, right? What about China? What about freaking the freaking Cayman Islands or some shit?
Everything
Get
is
your
possible,
ass
guys.
and go to Brazil or some shit.
Right.
Hike through Chile or something like that. Shit, Chile.
Chile.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, go backpacking in the Amazon or some shit. My buddy Jonathan went to Europe and fucking backpacked for like 3-4 months and man enjoyed the shit out of himself.
True, that sounds amazing.
You know what I mean? Like, do something different.
Yeah, do something different.
Switzerland's
guys.
calling my name. Germany and Austria.
Swiss, yep.
I'm coming for you.
Yeah, honestly.
So I have a
That's
feeling
some shit we have on our list. Our plan.
I have a feeling that this pandemic is going to be over by the end of the year, and it's going to be at a place where it's tolerable and people can actually travel the world again, and our ass is going to be
in Swiss, Norway.
Well, I mean, they ain't got the greatest beaches because it's going to be cold as hell. And it's not tank top weather. Not, you know, I'm getting my body.
This man doesn't know the difference between hot or cold weather. Like, you'll hit the hang of it soon, but
well, in Arizona, you know, it was always tank top weather. So
he is.
But here in Cali, man, oh my God, you wake up it's 70 degrees and you go to sleep it's 50 or 30. Oh my God,
I love the cold. If it's cold, I'm out. But yeah, guys, we just want to encourage you guys to really treat this new year, treat this month like some fucking crazy shit's about to happen. Like,
take anything for granted. It's people dying every day.
Yeah.
I mean, it's people being offed left and right. I mean, people who are committing suicide at a number of just a high rate, and that's another thing that's going on in our community. A lot of black people lately are actually all the time have been committing suicide
because it's a stigma that we shouldn't share how we feel or like all those things. Black people can't talk to somebody like they're
offing themselves.
We need to take care of each other. Like, check up on people, check up on your family, because the amount of suicides that is happening in the black community.
We got to be a better community.
We really do.
We
are,
brother,
but we're not
sister,
good enough.
Cousin,
we got
aunt,
that like.
Aunt. We gotta really do a better job at like caring about our neighbors.
Exactly. You know like we as black people, we have that love, but we need to find that deeper love in each other. You know, like,
it's not even just about just black. Like, we need to like love everyone.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay to hug. It's okay to do.
Like nobody obviously can't hug because
you know.
But like, it's
make sure they got their shots and then
The gesture, a smile. Some of y'all can't even smile at people. Weird. It's weird.
Well, that mask does kind of hurt, hinder this.
Even if you don't have a mask.
Maybe you gotta
there's been
blink
plenty
profusely.
of people we've seen that I've smiled at. And they're just angry and bitter.
It lights them up, though.
Guys, don't live your life that way. If you just, if there's somebody disrespectful, mean, just be happy, smile at them. If you are somebody who's not the happiest person, there are ways to change your habits. There's books.
I was in Planet Fitness the other day. I hate to cut you off, but somebody was being mad to the Planet Fitness staff.
Our people?
I'm like, how are they gonna be mad with the Planet Fitness staff?
Which one, the girl or boy?
It was some douchebag from like Missouri or something like that, and he was giving the one kid with the new nice shoes some beef.
I love
he was
him.
Just like, no, he's a great kid, right? But the dude was just like, I'm sitting there like, these kids don't deserve whatever your rant was on, for whatever reason. It's insane. So. And I just cut the dude off, got right in front of him. Yes, I'm gonna need that massager chair back there.
Was he an older dude?
He was probably my age or a little bit younger.
Okay, see,
I thought I was. You know what? I was gonna use some of my Marine training on him, but I was just like,
But it's like, if you're an older person, an older woman, an older man, like, please be kind to us in our 20s, us younger. Because like in Arizona, there's no people that like are older who would that are like you and actually give a fuck about young people or want to teach. They're so fucking bitter.
I've noticed that my age group does not do a great job
do their part
of being respectful to the older group and the younger group.
But when I was young, it was different.
We should be in a position that we're in a position of respecting everyone else and incorporating everyone else's thoughts. If we do those things, we can have a better society. It's going to take every age group and every leader from each age group to basically step up and do what they're supposed to do.
Right.
Like, let's stop all this non-communal stuff.
The madness, the rudeness.
Like, it's all that rude. Like, man, go somewhere with
that. Even in the TikTok comments, leave that shit out of my comments.
That's the other thing I wanted to talk about. Like, you're all about the comments, and I'm sitting there.
I'm not all about.
No, but I'm just saying, like, there's people who are just rude.
Oh yeah.
And they shouldn't be that rude. Like, who has that kind of time to get on somebody's thing and comment?
Why are you commenting on somebody's looks, the way you think they might smell?
Personally,
like, I don't even
attacking a person just because. Why are you even watching if you're gonna attack? Like,
just leave that shit to yourself. You have better things to do. I don't know why people on TikTok are so freaking like. The way the mean comments are set up is like they have this perfect life and they look so beautiful and banging and smell so, like half of you guys are probably musty as fuck on the other side of the fucking keyboard.
I'm pretty sure that people are not just like we were talking about people living in the metaverse. People are not going to be at the standard that they that they portray.
In the metaverse, I don't think that it's gonna. You can't even really pretend to be like. I don't think that they're gonna make it to where you can pretend. Like pretend.
I mean, people are going in there for their ultimate happiness. So I think that their perception of who they really want to be is going to be something that's going to be elevated in that kind of platform. So, but then again, everything needs to be in the, it's all about the feel good, about good, being in a good place in life.
Exactly.
Which brings us to our next thing. We were talking about 4-day work weeks.
4-day work weeks.
California is spearheading. And they're trying to get in the legislation. They're trying to actually pass 4-day work weeks. The reasons are, they show 2 hours of the data per day. People are playing on their social media and their cell phones.
At work. Like, people don't even work
2 hours a day. So that's 10 hours a week just off the rip. Almost 12 hours a week that goes toward Facebook, Instagram, and social media.
Games, Candy Crush.
All that. You know what I mean? Like, so people, you're paying somebody the same amount of money to do, so they're going to reduce the time, reduce the days, give people more quality of life, and then they can spend that extra day doing something that they want to do, enjoy, and like not have to use their PTO. If they get sick and they need a long weekend, now they got 3 days that they can
have time to handle you and like your family,
get their mental health in order, to get their kids in order. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be ultimately the data supports the fact that it's a great way to do things.
Right.
Because in Europe they actually have where you take a 4-hour lunch break. You work for the first couple hours. You take a 4-hour break in the middle. Go to the pubs. Go to the drinking. You go whatever you got to do. then come back for the last couple hours, close it out, and then you go home. Quality of life is so much better. They make comparable amounts of money. These are statistical data that's out there, that's been out there for 20, 30 years, that will actually get people, scratching their head. Like, why haven't we been doing this shit before?
Exactly. Also, we're gonna list. We're gonna put 2 links in the description of another YouTube channel that touches base on what the future is going to look like, and
that infographic show.
Infographics,
cool.
It's very spot on.
That one, but then again, it could be very misleading. Once again, like it is catering to what they want their data to support. So,
but it's also good to watch to have an idea.
It is good to have an idea, because, like I said, it gave some nice feel-good stories about the pandemic ending, people going on vacation, 4-day work weeks, all these other things that we kind of touch base on. It gave us these great, that would be great if that was incorporated in our world.
Yeah, but guys, the change starts with you, and it starts with me. So. Yeah, I think that's it for actually no, even though we did talk about mental health, I just really do want to make sure you guys are putting yourself first, thinking about what you want to do in your life, and just taking the time to be centered. I just feel like mental health is so important to me and my family, so making sure that you can perform the best of your ability is important. In all areas. Well,
making sure you live the best life that you possibly can have. It's going to take that bit of mental health. I know a kid that went off into the deep end, and now he's so far gone, and it's awful to see when he had such a great life he squandered, and now that the people that love and support him, they at a certain point they got to throw their hands up, because it's just only so much you can do. You know what I mean? But that's why if we kind of grab a hold of people at a younger age, and we stay with them, and we do the right things, and we foster learning and nurturing, then I think everybody in society could grow together and be where they need to be.
With your friends, like, if you're vulnerable at a moment in time, and like your friends aren't there for you, but no one's really there for you, and you're at a vulnerable state and things get low, like, really do try and find your inner light. And find there's many you belong here.
If it's meant to be, it's up to me.
Exactly.
Ultimately, nobody can hold your hand through life. You have to actually, pull yourself up by the wayside, do it on your own, and ultimately be the person that you want to be. And it starts with every little inkling of every little moment. You gotta be present.
And even though it could be the most happiest person who gets up every day, does what they need to do, and shows up for everybody, who still is battling.
They may be struggling too.
So
you never can tell who's struggling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we need to put our hands or our arms around each other, and embrace each other and support each other, and then we can all get to where we want to be.
Just never assume anyone's situation.
No.
Never assume anyone's situation, and never judge anyone, and just care for everyone. And we'll be living better and happier. Honestly, it just takes one freaking text, one freaking hug, one word to say to somebody for them to change how they were feeling. So just keep that in mind, and share love.
All right, guys. Well, ultimately, stay sharp.